And in this video, I'm going to break down each one and show you what game theory actually predicts will happen. So stay with me, because by the end of this, you will understand this conflict better than 99% of people watching the news. 3 questions that are sitting like loaded guns on the table. And here's the thing. Most people are watching the news and they are seeing explosions. They are seeing airstrikes. They are seeing politicians give speeches, but they are not seeing the underlying mechanics. They are not seeing the game theory. They are not seeing the strategic logic that is actually driving every single decision being made right now. That is what I'm going to show you today. So let us start with where we are right now. What is actually happening on the ground, or more accurately, in the air. Right now, the United States and Israel are fighting what we call an air war. They are striking Iran from a distance. Missiles, drones, precision strikes, cyber attacks, everything is being done remotely. From a military perspective, this is the modern version of what we used to call siege warfare. You surround your enemy, you hit them from the outside, and you try to weaken them without ever stepping inside their walls. And here is the key point. Well, as long as this remains an air war, the United States has an exit door. They can choose to de-escalate, they can choose to pull back, they can negotiate, they can withdraw from the Middle East. Would they lose? Yeah, probably. But the loss would be manageable. It would not be catastrophic. It would be a strategic setback, not a national disaster. But here is where things get dangerous. Beneath the surface of this air war, there are 3 pressure points that could blow everything wide open. 3 triggers that could turn a controlled conflict into an uncontrollable one. And each one of these triggers is connected to a question that the world is asking right now. Now, let me slow down for a second because I need you to understand something. This is not just another war. This is not just another conflict that flares up and dies down and everyone moves on. What is happening between the United States, Israel, and Iran right now is a geopolitical chess match. And the outcome of this chess match will not just determine who wins or loses in the Middle East. It will determine what the entire world looks like for the next generation. The alliances that form, the economies that rise or collapse, the borders that shift, the power structures that hold or crumble, all of it comes down to 3 specific pressure points. 3 questions, that's it. 3 questions that will decide whether we get a world war, a nuclear apocalypse, or the complete collapse of the current global order. Question 1, will the United States launch a full ground invasion of Iran? Because if they do, American boys as young as 18 could be drafted and sent to fight in a war that could last a decade. Question 2, will Israel use nuclear weapons? Because if they break that taboo, a taboo that is held since 1945, we are looking at something the world has never seen before. And question 3, will the Al-Aqsa Mosque be destroyed? Because if extremists tear down the 3rd holiest site in Islam, 2 billion Muslims around the world would be religiously obligated to respond. These are not hypothetical scenarios. These are live questions. They are being debated right now in war rooms, in intelligence agencies, and behind closed doors.